I'm Jona Owings from McDonough, Georgia. I've been building parks for 15 years. I own my own skate park, and I'm proud to say that I put food on the table with my manual labor.
Labor!
Hey, I'm Jona Owings from Hazard County Skate Park. You're watching Manual Labor, and today we're going to get started on that deck for our quarter pipe. I don't even know how I got it right. If you only want to go 4 foot tall on this, that's okay. Just make sure this looks like this. So we're trying to make a 4 foot deck, but we have to compensate for the plywood that slides up behind our coping. What you're going to do is take a number. With this coping size, it's 4.5 inches. I have to take 4.5 inches away from my studs, plus the 1.5 inches of my capping boards on the outside of my deck. So that comes to a total of 7.5 inches. Our studs are going to be 40.5 inches long, and that will give us a 4 foot deck. And the real reason for this is so that when you put it all together, your plywood touches your coping on that edge and the edge of your deck. You don't have to go buy more plywood. Next thing we're going to do is get a deck built for the back of this quarter pipe. The studs go every 12 inches on center on foot. We've got to cut 2 true eighths, mark them out every 12 inches. Cut all our studs at 40.5, put them in place, nail them together, lift it up, level it, you've got a deck. 40.5. There is a trick to cutting studs in half, especially when you're laid down flat like this. You do not stand on the studs while you're cutting them. You walk behind it. You saw how that one jumped out, and that showed you how we were binding. We're gonna lay them out. These are gonna be our face boards for our 43.5 inch by 8 foot deck. All your studs, 2x4s and 8s, do not come in true 8s, so you wanna make your mark. We're gonna cut that little bit off so we are at true 8. Now we're gonna frame out this deck. We've got to measure out every 12 inches. Decks are every foot, trannies and banks are every 8 inches. That's our 9 studs, our 2 facial boards. Now it's time to nail it together. There's good there, good there. Now, when you're nailing, it's good to start at the top and go down. If you get tired and work your way up, that's when you shoot your buddy in the face across the way. So our deck is done, all nailed together. The next step is to nail together our railing posts that are going to go through the end corners so we can have railings on the back of this deck.